Okay. The lighting's pretty crappy. Um, so, it is Monday night? Monday? Let me check. Yes, it is Monday night, or Tuesday morning, however you like to figure that one. It's about 3 in the morning. And, tonight, I swear to God, like, in some ways, things, no, and I hate to sound pessimistic, because I never sound pessimistic, or anything like that, but things just literally just keep getting worse and worse and worse, and I'm not even referencing anything to do with my behaviors right at this second. I talked to Freda, who's like doing my intake stuff at Montanito, and the waiting list thing, my time to wait just got longer. Now they're saying probably early to mid-November. When she said that, I literally started crying, like on the phone, and told her I don't think I can do that. She said that there's a slot available at the facility that they have in Oregon. It's called Rain Rock, and that I should consider it. For a lot of reasons, I don't think that going out of state is appropriate for me. I've done it before. I went to Oklahoma to go to Laureate, and the culture shock was so intense for me that I wasn't even able to focus on treatment, like at all. There's also a lot of stuff about, I was wanting to do step down, at the same facility, and although it would be 6 hours away, like 6-hour drive, it would still be in my state where I would be doing the outpatient, and there's a bunch of alumni resources that I thought would be good for like continued stuff, like continued recovery. And at this point, although I am in an immediately dangerous situation, I've had, my history is so extensive and I've had so much treatment that I really want to make sure that this time I do the appropriate step down, and that I don't want to just go somewhere because it's open right now. Like, I want to go somewhere that I feel like long term is going to benefit me more. And it's the same kind of like philosophy and therapy and stuff, which is great, you know what I mean? But as far, I think that being local is really important to me, like, or as local as possible. So I actually, the woman said that she was going to give my number to Carolyn Costin, who's the like clinical director or something. She's the founder of Montanito, and all of those facilities associated with it, and she's going to give me a call. It was either she's going to give me a call tonight or tomorrow. She's like flying to the Rain Rock facility in Oregon tomorrow, so she'll either call me. She was either going to call me tonight, tomorrow afternoon, or Wednesday morning, and she didn't call tonight, so I'm assuming she just didn't get a message from Freda, so I'm thinking she's probably going to call tomorrow. My dad, like, it was a really bad night. My dad actually, I asked him to call, and he called, and Freda said that she thought that Carolyn would probably call me when she landed in Oregon, so tomorrow after her travels. I don't see a freaking ashtray. My mom's like anal about not putting stuff. Hold on, sorry. Okay, well, too bad. So yeah, so hopefully I'll get a call from Carolyn. I have calmed down a lot. It took me a few hours. Lauren Live Journal again was on the phone with me for a while, and she was just incredible. She helped me out in like a lot of ways, and that was really cool. And then, you know, my parents and I actually got into this really, really awful fight again. I mean, I guess that's not very surprising, and I am, like, obviously weighing my options. The most difficult thing right now is not knowing exactly what's happening. Like, I don't know what to expect. Like, the thing is, I have to let them know very, very soon. There's a spot available in Oregon right now, and they would take me, I think they would be able to take me right away, is what she was saying, but I would need to let them know, like, ASAP. I have this gut feeling that it's not a good idea to go out of state. Like, I feel like I should stay in California. So I really only want to use that as an absolute last resort, if it feels completely urgent, which in some ways it does, but I'll get to that. So I don't know if staying in North Carolina is a good idea for me, just because of how freaking emotionally difficult it is to be in the same house as my parents and not to be able to get out. And I sat down and actually, like, so my father and I got in a fight. He called me a piece of garbage. He's been losing his temper like a lot lately, and then he called me crazy. And actually, when my mother was drunk the other night, she had called me crazy. And like, it's just such a low term. Like, I don't usually mind the term. I call myself crazy, and I use it as kind of a without judgment, because there is something a little off in my brain, obviously. But when one of my parents, or both of them, intentionally use it as an insult, which is exactly what they did, and they both knew it. You know what I mean? My father actually apologized later tonight. He said, I know, I'm sorry, that was wrong. Because I was like, he got angry with my mother for calling me crazy, like, the night before last or something. He said that's really not appropriate, it's not necessary, and it's not, it's not nice, or whatever. It hurts, like, because I know that I'm not, like, mentally stable, and I haven't been for years and years and years, and I don't have a life because I'm not mentally stable, and I just don't need my parents, who in some ways have been, like, in the cycle really badly, like, in and out of just different kinds of insanities, like I have an eating disorder, but that's really, I mean, that's the most dangerous one, like the one that could, apart from if I were to kill myself, which I'm not suicidal, and I haven't been for, I guess, a few months since I relapsed, but I mean, there's just a long history of bipolar disorder, and so I definitely have, like, a lot of shit, and so that word being used as an insult, stings. So there you go. I didn't expect to have that much of an emotional reaction. But yeah. So got in a fight, and I basically thought about it. Oh, well, God, I'm scattered. So a therapist here called me back, and she's no longer, she specializes in eating disorders, and she seems really good. And she's no longer on my insurance company's panel, but let me tell you guys, like, she is going down to a sliding scale rate of $20 a session for me while I'm out here, and I'm just totally floored. Like, my copay when somebody's covered on my insurance is $15, and so it's kind of amazing. Like, she's very, very close, or as close as you can get. She's like a 25-minute drive, I think, in Carborough. Right near Weaver Street Market, which is a place I like to have coffee and hang out, whatever, and about a 20-minute walk from downtown, or I guess I call it downtown because it seems like downtown, from the Chapel Hill area that I like on Franklin Street. So it's, she's supposed to be very good, she's not far, and she's charging me $20 a session for somebody who's good, you know what I mean, who doesn't charge that little. She has, like, one really low sliding scale spot, and she's given it to me for while I'm out here, and I think that's great. So I'm actually going to make a second video.